So now we'll see module 1 of microwaves and antennas. Here the first module in this microwaves antennas is microwave transmission lines. Microwave transmission lines, it is a region in the electromagnetic wave spectrum in the frequency range from 1 GHz to 100 GHz. The microwave band is capable of making economic transmission of a large number of communication systems. So microwave techniques have been increasingly adapted in such diverse applications as radio astronomy, long distance communications, space navigation, radar systems, medical equipment, and missile electronic systems. As a result of accelerating rate of growth of microwave technology in research and industries, students are preparing themselves for and electronics engineers who are working in the microwave area are faced with the need to understand theoretical and experimental design and the analysis of microwave devices and circuits. So these the microwave frequencies are up to infrared and visible light regions. Microwave frequencies are referred to those from 1 GHz to 10 to the power of 6 GHz. Microwave frequencies, it is generally used for those wavelengths measured in centimeters, roughly from 30 centimeter to 1 millimeter. So frequency range is from 1 gigahertz to 100 gigahertz. So IEEE recommended new microwave band frequencies as shown in the table. So here it is a frequency band. So designation and frequency range in gigahertz. So first one is HF 0.0032 to 0.03 and VHF it is 0.03 to 0.3, UHF 0.3 to 1. L band 1 to 2, S band 2 to 4, C band 4 to 8, X band 8 to 12 and KU band 12 to 18, K band 18 to 27, KA band 27 to 40, in the millimeter it is 40 to 300 and sub-millimeter it is greater than 300. Microwave devices. Microwave generation and amplifications were accomplished by means of velocity modulation theory. In the past 2 decades, microwave solid devices such as tunnel diodes, gun diodes, transferred electron devices, and avalanche transit time devices have been developed to perform these functions. In the late 1930s, it became evident that as the wavelength approached the physical dimensions of the vacuum tubes, the electron transit angle, inter-electrode capacitance, and lead inductance appeared to limit the operation of vacuum tubes in microwave frequencies. In 1935, Hale suggested that microwave voltages be generated by using a transit time effects together with the lumped tuned circuits. And in Hahan proposed a theory of velocity modulation for microwave tubes. Historically, microwave generation and amplifications were accomplished by means of velocity modulation theory. Here we can see that the common characteristics of all microwave devices is negative resistance that can be used for microwave oscillation and amplifications. The progress of transferred electronic devices and avalanche transit time devices has been so swift that today they are firmly established as one of the most important classes of microwave solid state devices. Microwave systems. My figure shows the microwave system. So a microwave system normally consisting of a transmitter subsystem including a microwave oscillator, microwave guides, and a transmitting antenna and a receiving subsystems that includes receiving antenna, transmission line or waveguide, a microwave amplifier, and a receiver. So here figure shows a typical microwave system. In order to design a microwave system and conduct a proper test of it, an adequate knowledge of components involved is essential. So next one is transmission line equations and solution. At microwave frequencies, the line parameters are distributed along the whole length of the line in the z direction. A small length of the line can be represented by an equivalent symmetrical T network with a constant parameter, that is resistance, inductance, conductance and capacitor per unit length as shown in the figure. So you can see in the figure that R and L are in series and G and G also, C also you can see in the diagram. So here we'll consider Z is equal to half plus j omega L series impedance, Y is equal to G plus j omega C shunt admittance, and Z is distance at any point on the line measured from the receiving end of the line. I is equal to I of Z comma T is equal to I of Z e to the power of j omega T is equal to current at any point on the line, and V is equal to V of Z comma T is equal to V of Z e to the power of j omega T voltage at any point on the line. L is the length of the line. So let us assume the sinusoidal variation. V of Z comma T is equal to V of Z e to the power of j omega T is equal to V e to the power of j omega T, and I of Z comma T is equal to I of Z e to the power of j omega T, I e to the power of j omega T. The change in the voltage with respect to distance delta Z along the line is given by delta V is equal to Ri delta Z plus L dou I by dou T into delta Z. So dou V by dou delta Z is equal to and Ri plus L into dou I by dou T. As delta Z tends to 0, delta V by delta Z can be replaced by dou V by dou Z. Therefore, dou V by dou Z is equal to I into R plus L into dou I by dou T. Similarly, the change in the current with respect to delta Z is given by delta I is equal to G into delta Z into V plus A into delta Z into dou V by dou T. So delta I by delta Z is equal to G into V plus A into dou V by dou T. Again, as delta Z tends to 0, delta I by delta Z is equal to dou I by dou Z is equal to GV plus C into dou V by dou T. Differentiating equation 3 with respect to Z, partially we get dou square V by dou Z square is equal to R into dou I by dou Z plus L into dou by dou T into dou I by dou Z. So substituting equation 4 in the above equation, dou square V by dou Z square is equal to R into GV plus A into dou V by dou T plus L into dou by dou T of GV plus C into dou V by dou T. Dou square V by dou Z square is equal to multiplying the term and taking the common RGV plus RC plus GL dou V by dou T plus LC dou square V by dou T square. Similarly, for the current it is dou square I by dou Z square is equal to RGI plus RC plus GL dou I by dou T plus LC dou square V by dou square I by dou T square. So we need to find the solution of this equation. For this, we'll consider voltage and the current equations. That is, V is equal to V of Z, comma T is equal to V of Z e to the power of j omega T. Similarly, I is equal to I of Z, comma T is equal to I of Z e to the power of j omega T, where V of Z is equal to voltage, which is a pure function of Z, and I of Z, current, which is a pure function of Z, where V and I are assumed to vary sinusoidally with respect to time. So next, differentiate equation 8 twice with respect to Z. Dou square V by dou Z square is equal to d square V of Z by dz square into e to the power of j omega T. Again, we will differentiate the same equation with respect to T. Dou V by dou T is equal to V of Z e to the power of j omega T into j omega. So again, differentiate equation 11 with respect to T. So it will become dou square V by dou T square V of Z e to the power of j omega. So one more time we'll get it as j omega, and j omega will be j omega square. We already know that j square is equal to minus. So above equation will be minus omega square e to the power of j omega T into V of Z. From equation 10, d square V of Z by dz square e to the power of j omega T is equal to dou square V by dou Z square. So is equal to RGV plus RC plus GL dou V by dou T plus LC into dou square V by dou T square. So we'll replace this VD is equal to sinusoidal variation, that is V of Z into e to the power of j omega t. So RG V of Z e to the power of j omega t plus RC plus GL V of Z e to the power of j omega Z into j omega plus LC minus omega square e to the power of j omega t into V of Z. So we'll take in both the equations e to the power of j omega t as common. The remaining terms are Rg plus j omega Rc plus GL minus omega square LC into V of Z. So e to the power of j omega t and e to the power of j omega t, both the terms will cancel. So d square V of Z by d Z square is equal to R into g plus j omega c plus j omega L into g plus j omega c into V of Z. Therefore, the terms will be R plus j omega L and g plus j omega c into V of Z. So we know that already Z is equal to R plus j omega L and Y is equal to g plus j omega c. So d square V of Z divided by dz square is equal to zy into V of Z. So d square V of Z by dz square minus zy into V of Z is equal to 0. Similarly, for the current, it is d square I of Z by dz square minus zy I of Z is equal to 0. So these equations are called as wave equations, which are ordinary second order differential equations. The solutions are given by V of Z is equal to V plus e to the power of gamma Z plus V minus e to the power of minus gamma Z, and I of Z is equal to I plus e to the power of gamma Z plus I minus e to the power of gamma Z. So in these equations, V plus, V minus, I plus and I minus are constant, and gamma is equal to square root of Zy is equal to alpha plus j beta, where gamma is called the propagation constant and alpha is called as attenuation constant and beta is called as phase constant.